But I woke up and I said, maybe the illusion is the pain. Maybe the illusion is the pain. Maybe the mental anguish I feel, maybe the challenge of life, like maybe that's the illusion, right? Because we hear so much about how, the pleasures are the illusions. Now dopamine's a real thing, and chasing dopamine is a real thing. At its extremes, it can be addiction. At its less extremes, it can be compulsions, and it can also be a joyful life. But I was thinking to myself, maybe pain is the illusion, right? Maybe the idea that there's all this like challenge and maybe that's the thing that we're supposed to remove. And then I thought back to something that a friend who's a very, very talented trauma therapist, his name is Ryan Suave. He's out in Florida, runs a trauma treatment center out there, once told me, he said, yeah, in some of the Buddhist traditions, they talk about that your work in this life is in part, not completely, is to burn down. I think they call them, I'm going to get the pronunciation wrong, but someone will tell us in the comments, the skamsaras, like burning down to the roots, like the weeds of life, like your misperceptions about what things are. And I started thinking about this, especially after Martha Beck was on my podcast, who I really love. She said, you're not here to suffer. And I thought, I'm not? And she was like, you're not here to suffer. I've endured a lot of suffering in my life, more than some, less than others. But I think we all endure a lot of suffering, largely as a consequence of what happens between our ears. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, some of us also because of things that actually happen to our bodies, but or self-induced or otherwise. But, maybe we're not here to suffer. Maybe a lot of the suffering that we experience is this illusion that we create. And so I wrote it down. Maybe the illusion is the pain. And so maybe we need to challenge this. Like,